right, so we're going to do some of these review questions together. Let's go ahead and get started on number one. I'm going to start by adding 9 to both sides to solve this equation. So those 9's will be gone. I'll have 6x squared equals 60. If I divide both sides by 6, then x squared will equal 10. And then I'm going to take the square root of both sides. So the square root of 10 is just going to be plus or minus radical 10, because I cannot simplify that anymore. Let's go on to number 2. I'm going to multiply these together. So I'm going to FOIL. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 7i is 14i. Then negative 7i times 2 is negative 14i. And negative 7i times positive 7i is negative 49i squared. Excuse me. But remember that I squared is negative 1. So that means this is going to be 4. The 14i minus 14i, those cancel each other out. And negative 49 times negative 1 is plus 49. And then 4 plus 49 is 53. Number 3, completely simplify the expression. So right now I'm going to take the square root of 98. That's the square root of 49 times the square root of 2. And the square root of 49 is 7. So this is just going to be negative 8 plus 7 radical 2. Let's go on to number 3. We're going to solve this system of equations. So I'm going to try to eliminate the x's. So I'm going to have to multiply this equation here by negative 5, because I want the negative 5x and the 5x to be eliminated. If I do that, this is going to be negative 5x. Negative 4 times negative 5 is positive 20y. And then 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. So something weird happens here, because when I add these two together, the x's, that's 0x, that's 0y, and that equals 0. So I get 0 equals 0. Well, that's always true. And so this is going to be infinite solutions. One of the things that this tells you is that these two lines are the same line. Okay? And so that's a dependent system. Let's move on to number 5. Given the data set, find the mean, median, and mode. So I'm going to use my calculator for this, and you can use your calculator on your test. So I'm going to start by going to my list. I'm going to edit my list. I'm going to clear what's in there first, and so then I'm going to add these numbers. So we have 22, 25, 26, 27s, 3 of them. And we have a 29, and a 30, and another 30, and another 30. Oops, another 30. And then I have a 38. And so then what I'm going to do is go to Start, Calculate, One Variable Stats. This will tell me a lot of information. One of the things that it tells me is that the mean, which is that x bar, the mean is 28.27 repeating. That's the mean. Then I want to find the median score. Well, I'm going to have to scroll down for that. The median is that MED, that's 27. What my calculator doesn't tell me is what the mode is. But you can see I have 3 27s and I have 3 30s here. And so it looks like there's a tie for the mode. And so the mode would be both 27 and 30. Remember we talked about in class, if there's 3 modes, we wouldn't count it. But if there are 2 modes, we can go ahead and count that. And that's going to be the tie, a bimodal, 27 and 30.